The Public Utilities Commission of Sri Lanka has decided to obtain public views before reaching a final decision to raise electricity tariffs. Chairman of the Commission, President's Counsel Dr. Jayatissa De Costa said that verbal and written submissions will be considered.
State-owned Ceylon Electricity Board has submitted its proposals to increase electricity tariffs to the Public Utilities Commission. Accordingly, the pricing formula is likely to see a change. Thereby, the charges for domestic and religious purposes will be calculated as per the usage of units. At present, domestic consumers are charged for usage in accordance with the unit bracket. For example, if a consumer uses 40 electricity units in a month, they will be charged 3 rupees per unit for the first 30 units and 4 rupees and 70 cents per unit for the balance 10 units. However, the CEB is now proposing a change to the calculation. In accordance with the proposed changes, a unit price will be determined based on the consumer's total consumption for a month. Under the proposed amendments, consumers will be charged 5 rupees per unit for the first 30 units and 6 rupees per unit for the next 30 units. Thereby, consumers who consume more than 30 units per month will be required to pay 6 rupees per minute. Moreover, the Ceylon Electricity Board has also proposed that the fuel surcharge should remain unchanged. A notable factor in the proposals made by the CEB is that service providing institutions too will come under a time frame system. These institutions too will now be charged on a peak, off-peak and daytime usage basis. The Ceylon Electricity Board will charge a sum of close to 229 million rupees for this year from the consumers. They have sent their proposals and price ranges to us. We will not accept it simply because they have sent it to us. We will hold a public meeting. We will accept written suggestions until the 28th of this month. Submissions will be accepted from all stakeholders, including the general public, the CEB and other electricity producers. The CEB has estimated its cost for the year as amounting to 268 billion rupees. However, the Public Utilities Commission slashed 40 billion rupees from this estimate. It has been estimated that the CEB will incur an operating loss of over 50 billion rupees this year. On the 11th of July 2011, the then Minister of Power and Energy, Patli Champika Ranawaka, expressed these views. It is with great pleasure that I say that there is no financial crisis in the CEB. The power plants that will be constructed according to our plans will ensure that the people in this country can live without darkness until 2020. Few months after the minister made this comment, on the 16th of February 2012, another charge was included to the electricity bill in the form of a fuel surcharge on the premise that hydropower generation was limited and there was more reliance on thermal power generation. The surcharge was added as 25, 35 and 40%. It is in this backdrop that recommendations are being made to increase the electricity tariffs. This is the audit report from the 15th of January last year on the vehicles that are used by the Ceylon Electricity Board head office. This clearly said that Prados, Pajeros and 4 double cabs that were released to the ministry have been misplaced. We question the authorities as to whether these losses have been added to the existing losses. Not only that, we also know that there were massive festivals organized by the government. Electricity is supplied for the Dayatikirula exhibition. Does the CEB charge for this? No. Night races were held in Colombo. High power lights were used to illuminate the streets. The CEB did not charge for this. Because of the loss, waste, corruption and administrative issues, the government is attempting to further burden the people. We witnessed the Public Utilities Commission saying that it is they who would put forward the recommendations to the government in case of an electricity price increase. They said that a request was not made to increase the electricity charges and that they would do such a thing at once. The Public Utilities Commission is now saying something else. They say they have received a request to increase the charges, but they will take the decision after carrying out a public poll. If they are going to take a decision based on a public poll, then the charges should be slashed. At first, it will be said that there will be a massive price increase. Then, they will ask the Public Utilities Commission for a 50% price increase. Finally, the price will be increased by a small rate. The government will say they made the increase much lesser than last time. The government is engaged in a scheme to create its own problem and provide the solutions to it.
ඉතින් ඔය කොයි ක්‍රමෙන්නේ ඉතින් වදින්නේ මහජනයාට තමයි.
ඉන්ධන වලින් යපෙනවා කියලා ඒවට වෙනම අය කරා ජලාශ වාහන දමන තත්ත්වයක තියෙන්නේ. ඒක එහෙම අඩු වෙලා නැහැනේ.
විදුලි බිලත් වැඩි කරපුවා, වතුර බිලත් වැඩි කරනවා. සෑම දෙයක්ම වැඩි කරපුවා අපේ ජනතාවගේ බඩට තමයි වදින්නේ.